Hello, and welcome to Lakeside Fantasy Podcast, where we don't have the answers, but neither do the experts. How are we feeling, guys? It's almost the start of the season.
I'm ready.
It can't,
I'm so
it
ready
can't,
for some football.
it can't come soon enough, to be honest.
hmm
Like, we only have to wait a couple more days, but I'm done waiting, man. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
This first game is going to be so good. So good. Thursday night football, Bills, Rams. Going to be good.
Yeah, don't get
You're...
used to it because usually Thursday night games are awful. Usually it's like Jets and Falcons or something like that, but we're getting
no,
a real good game to start off with.
this is the
definitely.
new bar for Thursday night football. We want this every single week. Just Bills, Rams over and over again. Every week.
Yeah,
So this is our... Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
hopefully everyone had a good draft, got the players that they wanted.
Yeah,
We had our drafts in our various leagues. Um, some leagues feeling better than others, but got my main guys in most of my leagues. How you guys
Yeah,
feeling?
I'm very happy with my teams. There's not too many instances of like, oh, would I rather want to go this way or that way. Like I did so many mock drafts before both of our actual drafts that like when the time came, I was like, I've already gone through this in my head. I want to go this way, this way, this way. Like this was the fastest draft I think I've ever done. Where like the least amount of indecisiveness. So
yeah,
I was feeling pretty good.
yeah, I'd agree with that. And it seemed like, for me personally, I got basically the same positions in the draft, so it was pretty easy for me. Knew who I wanted, and I think I got everyone I wanted at those positions.
I just want to say I was blessed by the fantasy gods. We had two drafts. I picked number 2 and number 3. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
That's how it works sometimes.
I got number 12, or is the one league's now a 10-man league, but I got number 12 and number 10 in both leagues.
Mhm.
Luck
So
of the draw.
it's crazy. I've said this before, but in the previous four drafts that I've had the very last pick, including this year and last year's draft. I I don't know what it is, but I have that type of luck, I guess.
I don't know if it's like more this year than any other year, but like this year I was really, really wanting like top 5, even like top 4. Like all my mock drafts, I was liking the way my teams are turning out with those picks.
Yeah, I would have liked a top pick. I either wanted a top pick or like one of the last ones. So
Yeah, yeah, late first, early second, a lot of kind of shaky options. Like if you're in the top five, you're getting like a stud, basically. Couldn't
Mm-hmm.
go wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the idea. Um, so this is our first episode where we're kind of gonna start getting into a bit more of a routine with what we're doing. We're gonna go over some of our rankings for week 1. We're gonna use good friends over at ESPN. Shout out ESPN. Hit us with a sponsorship. Uh, so um, so we're gonna cross reference some ESPN rankings, go through, see how we're feeling, see if there's anyone that sticks out to us that we think is a little too high, a little too low. Kind of analyze the matchups a little bit. In future weeks episodes, we'll also go through our kind of waiver wire guys from the week before, and same thing, go over some rankings. So starting to get into the actual season stuff now. The heavy lifting is done. You did your draft. You got your players. You watched all of our podcast episodes. You're ready to go. You got all the best players. So now we're just gonna help out everybody else and help you out in making some lineups.
Yeah, well said. So yeah, you guys managed to get your rankings done for this week. Me personally, I was slacking a little bit. I had some things come up, some technical difficulties with my parents that I had to troubleshoot through.
It's all
But
good. Was it YouTube TV?
it was YouTube TV. It was the
It
first
was
issue
YouTube
that
TV.
they ran into. But please still sponsor us, Google. We love you. We love YouTube TV. We love Google.
Google, ESPN, Matthew Berry. I know you. I still haven't gotten your email back. This is a joke. I didn't actually email Matthew Berry, so no shade. But I'm planning on emailing Matthew Berry to get him on here.
Yeah. You should be just watching our videos, so you should already
Yeah.
know.
That's
Yeah.
where he's getting his info. We're his info. Lakeside Fantasy.
Primary source.
Um,
But yeah, so I didn't get to formulate my rankings, but I will be judging your guys' rankings and also the ESPN rankings. So I look forward to doing that.
cool. Cool. All right. So we want to screen share the week one rankings Excel, or we want to just hop to ESPN, bounce back and forth, like do a position at a time kind of thing.
Could bounce back and forth.
Okay.
Maybe start out with like your own rankings first, maybe.
Okay. We're pretty close on a lot of players, just like going back and forth real quick. Like our difference is like that of 3, 4 spots. Like they're close. We're close.
Yeah, there is one. Yeah. Actually, should I share the screen or one of you guys?
If you don't mind, I'm on my phone.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
Apple. Apple hit me with the sponsorship. Look how crystal clear this is. Hit us with the sponsorship, Apple. Apple, Google, ESPN, and Matthew Berry.
All right. Um, hopefully this works this time. It should. So I'm going live. I think you guys have to select the join
Watching the
stream or
stream.
something. All right.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys see it?
Yep.
All right.
Nice.
So we're shooting for what are we shooting for here, guys? 40-minute. It's always our goal.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Sound about right? 40 minutes. All these episodes have consistently been 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes. Might as well stick with the trend, right? So we'll try to get this done 40 minutes. So you want to start with just QB? Just work our way over.
Yeah.
So our top 4 look about the same. I've got Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Herbert. Connor, you have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Herbert, and Mahomes. I put Mahomes above this week just because I can totally see Allen outperforming Mahomes, but Mahomes is playing the Jets, so I like that matchup a lot. So I put him at 1. Lamar Jackson also has a real nice matchup this week. Let me say he's playing. We're talking about it, Connor.
Well, I
No.
thought, yeah,
Patrick
Lamar
Mahomes is playing the Cardinals. Yeah, so Lamar Jackson's playing the Jets. I love that matchup so much. Mahomes is playing the Cardinals. I like that matchup also. I like Josh Allen's matchup less, but it's Josh Allen, right? Like,
Yeah, who's Justin Herbert playing?
the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't go
So
wrong.
I feel like with those spots, like you're gonna be starting them. Like it's not really a question like, oh, do I start this person or someone else? I mean, you're gonna be
That's what I
starting
mean.
these guys.
What team out there has Mahomes and Justin Herbert? Probably some, but I wouldn't think so. So like you got one of these top 5 guys, you set it, you forget it, right? Like
Exactly.
I don't see Josh Allen playing the Rams, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start someone else. Like, no, nope. Followed by we both have Hurts. and Kyler Murray then Hurts. High on the rushing ability. Uh,
Mhm.
I've got Burrow, Prescott,
It's over
Aaron
Brady.
Rodgers. Oh, Brady, Burrow, Prescott, Rodgers. So I'm like cross referencing. I'm like bouncing back and forth here. Stafford, Russell Wilson. I'm a little bit lower on Russell Wilson than the average Joe. No particular reason. I just want to see it. I think a week. You drafted Russell Wilson. You're starting Russell Wilson, right? Like
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
got
you can get Russell Wilson pretty late, I feel like. So, I mean, there might be people out there debating whether to use Wilson or like Derek Carr or something like that. I mean, I
for
would think they're crazy, but I think
I
there
would.
might be people out there.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
probably are. I would still go with Russell Wilson
And he's going against his
over
former
most.
team. That's an interesting
Yeah,
matchup there.
I mean the Seahawks has a great matchup in general.
Mhm.
So so yeah. I mean me personally, I would start Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford above Russell Wilson. I see Connor,
Y-
you're the opposite where you'd start Russell Wilson over Stafford and Rodgers. I feel like what do you think, Matt? Where are you at with that?
Yeah, well, why are you ranking Stafford over Wilson if Stafford is potentially going up against like the number one ranked defense?
It isn't a great matchup. This podcast is gonna make me seem like a Russell Wilson hater. I'm really not. I kind of want to see this team change. Like I want to see how this offense works for like just a game, and then I'm more confident in Stafford's abilities with the Rams, especially after seeing it for a season, um, than Russell Wilson right now.
Not
The
worried
Rams'
about
offense is phenomenal. Uh, I they're
not worried
close.
not worried
They're real
about
close.
Stafford's elbow at all.
I mean, a little bit, honestly, a little bit. But if he's playing, I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him above Russell Wilson for this week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is playing, and it sounds like that elbow thing might just be a lingering issue into the season, which does concern me. Right now, I'm gonna just rank them as we're getting Stafford. He's healthy enough to play. I'm gonna rank him like that. And if this elbow thing is an actual like, concern after like seeing it for a week, 2 weeks kind of thing, I'll move him down. But for right now, I'm gonna say Stafford over Wilson just for this week potentially. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Personally, yeah, I think I'm liking Wilson over Stafford. Um, I'm I like Aaron Rodgers too. No bias, of course, but it's going against the Vikings, and he tends to do pretty well against the Vikings in terms of passing. So I expect that to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, I have
Um,
I have Rodgers over Stafford.
yeah. Um, yeah. Kirk Cousins. I mean, I wouldn't hate starting Kirk Cousins, to be
I
Yeah.
honest.
mean, he's got a lot of weapons. That Vikings offense is good. He's
Jalen Rager,
consistently Jalen Rager.
the
Yes,
new
the
weapon.
the next Tyreek Hill is there. Go Birds. So yeah, Kirk Cousins is like a consistent like top 15 option year in and year out. And with the Vikings, he's just having like his best statistical years. I think a lot of people are rank him lower than um, where I see him at.
Mhm. Yeah. Like,
Um,
and I think Kirk Cousins, I'm just not excited for him, but I know he's gonna put like starter numbers up. So it was interesting how I have Trey Lance higher than you do. Um, I see him going up against Chicago, and it's a pretty good matchup for him. And um,
yeah,
oh no, I see Trey Lance having a good year this year. Um,
I kind of do too, honestly. I have him a little bit lower than you, but it's just because of it's just the fear of the unknown. That's
Hmm.
literally it for me. These week one rankings could be a little dicey, but yeah, it's just the fear of the unknown. I wanna get a sample size, but
Yeah,
he could be a phenomenal fantasy player this year for sure.
yeah. I get the hesitation with Trey Lance, at least for this week. Um, I mean, he doesn't have that many starts under his belt, and season opener, I don't know. I could see a lot of things go wrong, and I see Trey Lance more of a player who's going to build momentum throughout the season. So I don't think he's going to get off to a hot start. Um, I mean, for week one, I might be trusting Derek Carr or Kirk Cousins more than Trey Lance, just because I'm kind of in the same boat as Kyle, where I'm a little bit skeptical for week one. But I'm definitely for the long term, for the season going forward. I definitely like Trey Lance.
And I mean, also with him being a mobile quarterback, I mean, the ceiling's high. Ceiling is definitely high. I mean, I in games of like last year, go passing accuracy, even games where like passing accuracy was a concern, and he wasn't getting. It's like just getting like, rushing in for a touchdown, rushing in for two touchdowns, like it'll fantasy day. So if he's got that really going for him, I mean, he could be much higher on this QB list as these weeks.
He could
Sure,
be he could be the next Jalen Hurts.
like I could see it. I totally could see that. So yeah, we got Trey Lance, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, pretty close, just in slightly different orders. We got Matt Ryan, all reliable, same spot like that. Um, you got Jameis Winston on here. I didn't even put Jameis Winston here, honestly. No disrespect, but I just like we're kind of getting into that territory where I'm kind of just like throwing people out here. I might put a four Carson Wentz, honestly, but I've got
Yeah,
Tannehill
I mean, hopefully
too.
you're not in the situation where you're debating whether to use Tannehill or Carson Wentz. I mean,
I
hopefully
really hope
you,
not.
yeah, I hope you set your team up better than that. I hope,
they
hopefully
they
you
watched
got
our
one of those top 17 or yeah, 16 players there.
I hope so. But they might have listened to our first episode and didn't watch past a certain point and went, oh, I should draft running back, running back, running back, running back, running back, and then receiver, 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 and then put tight end, defense, kicker, all right, now to the QB. So, and if you did that, you're stuck with what you got. So, um, should we move on to the running back?
Yeah, did we want to look at the ESPN rankings at all? See if we disagree or have any
Um,
major disagreements
put up real
for
quick, yeah.
for the QB.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can pop it up.
take a look.
That's wide receiver.
Take a look, see?
Um, Give me 1 second. There we go.
Yeah, put it up here. Um,
So
yeah, they're like wild. Uh, like they have Russell Wilson above Brady and Aaron
see,
Rodgers.
I'm high on
The
Russell
see,
Wilson, so I'm not surprised by that.
yeah, dude, I like Russell Wilson. And I love that Seahawks matchup for him, big time. I don't know if it's start him over Brady or Rodgers, or is it like Burrow? I feel like Burrow is pretty low. He's playing Steelers. I don't know.
I personally would start Russell Wilson over Brady, Burrow, and who else? And Dak. Yeah, I do agree with that. Maybe not Aaron Rodgers, just because I know he's so good at that matchup.
Yeah, you're super high on him.
Yeah, I'd probably put Aaron Rodgers like right after Kyler Murray. Um,
Trey Lance is also pretty high.
Yeah.
from this
Hmm.
instant reaction. I mean, I think it's one of those things where like his ceiling is super high, and we're not going to exactly know how to rank him before we see some stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, we want to speak statistically here. Got a range of outcomes in his confidence intervals. 95% confidence intervals, probably like 6 and 20. So like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. We don't know. We just don't know yet. Kind of.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, so
Yeah. And they're definitely taking into account Stafford's matchup in these rankings.
yeah, for sure. I'm not super scared of Stafford, but I also like Stafford.
And yeah, I mean Jameis Winston against the Falcons, that seems like an appealing matchup to me.
It does. It does for sure. I mean, you think about what's around him. You've got Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry. That's three solid pass catchers going up against a no, just not disrespecting the Falcons, but like what seems to be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
So I
Jameis,
I don't hate the Jameis play.
yeah, Jameis likes to
I,
throw it. I think I might have him ranked above like Stafford and Carr.
I
Wow.
wouldn't go that far
Yeah.
personally, but I would put him above. I would put him above Tua and and Carson Wentz for sure. Looking
Yeah,
just seeing this now, like seeing the
I,
matchup.
yeah. I think personally, I think I would go that far for this week just because of matchup. Because I know Chargers and the Bills are both tough passing
Yeah.
matchups.
Yeah. All right. Should you?
And I definitely would take Kirk Cousins over Tua. I mean, Tua's going against the Patriots, so
Patriots have a good
I,
defense.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Patriots have a good defense.
Yeah, the Patriots
Um,
seem to have like everyone's number in that division. But we want to move on to running back, or
do it. Let's do it. Got a 40-minute time limit. We got this. We're probably at 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Um, would a shock? Would it be shocking if our top five running backs consist of the same names in slightly different orders?
no?
Doesn't shock me one bit. We got Derrick Henry. I have Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. Any particular matchups of the top three? Once again, you have one of these dudes, you're just playing them. You're just playing them. Anyone in for like a huge game? I'm looking at who they're playing real quick. Um,
I think I
Jonathan
saw
Taylor's got the
Henry.
Texans.
Yeah,
Henry's got the Giants. I like that.
I I think I like Henry with the Giants a lot.
I like that. I like that a lot. Uh, Taylor, Texans. We like that.
Hmm.
McCaffrey, Browns. Don't like that quite as much, but like,
No,
you know.
I,
Uh, Eckler's got the Raiders.
I like that.
I like that. And Kamara's got the Falcon.
I
I
like
like that.
that.
I like that. um, Dalvin Cook has the Packers. Don't like that as much.
No, I like that.
But you
Dude,
like that?
The Packers rush defense sucks. It always
Really?
has. Yeah. I mean,
I was reading something that like
we've gotten better,
they've improved it.
but like I still don't have 100% confidence in them.
I'll take
It
your word for it.
it I've seen too many games where we just blow it because we can't contain the run. Um, we have improved, but like it's one of those things where like I'll believe it when I see it. So right now I'm not believing it yet.
They're hyping it up. Like off season, they're hyping this up. Like Packers being like a
they
top defense this year. They're
they
hyping it
hype
up.
Trust me, they hype up this defense every year.
Yeah.
Every year I see it. But
I like Joe Mixon
I hope
at
I hope
Steelers.
they're being honest there.
Yeah. I like Mixon at the Steelers. Like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not so much.
TJ Watt.
Yeah, they got a good line in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of a tough matchup. But I could definitely see the Bengals just coming out to like a massive lead and just
That's
playing possession ball.
Yeah, I think that's your favorite part. If
I
you have
don't
a
want to
Joe
like the
Mixon, if you have Joe Mixon, like just the Bengals
yeah.
offense just going crazy and handing them the ball late.
I don't know why. I just like I have the feeling that like that's exactly what's gonna happen. I just feel like the Bengals are just gonna. I don't know. I don't. No disrespect to the Steelers, but I feel like the Bengals are gonna wreck them. I don't know why. I feel like they're gonna wreck them.
Hot tamale take, but I don't think the Bengals are going to be that good this year.
That's a hot tamale take.
I
That's a
I
pretty hot take.
I don't I don't think they're going to be that good. I think Steelers are going to surprise people and beat the Bengals, and then everyone's just going to be like, "What the heck happened here?"
I
But
like the I like the hot tamale take.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll know
foreseeing
next
it.
episode.
Yeah,
Well, no,
yeah.
thanks. We'll come
I
back to this. We'll come back to this.
if the Steelers do not beat the Bengals, I will take one of my hot sauces, the
Yes.
hottest hot sauce. I will. I don't know what would I put it on. I'll put it on a chip or something. I'll pour a lot of it on there too. If I'm wrong,
I love it. I love it.
that's how confident I am.
What do we got? What do we got? Najee Harris. Yeah, we got Najee in the same spot. Coming up next. Draft Najee Harris. You're playing Najee Harris.
Yep, simple as
Like,
that.
it's not that hard. um, DeAndre Swift's got the Eagles. Not jumping on the hype train, but the Eagles defense might be pretty good this year. Go Birds. You draft DeAndre Swift, you're playing DeAndre Swift.
I think when you get down to like Ezekiel Elliott, that's maybe where you might have some questions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
like
I've got him higher
that's
than
when you're
Connor.
that's when you're like debating between like your flex positions. Like, am I starting Ezekiel Elliott or would I rather have like Cortland Sutton in there or something like that?
Yeah.
That's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this range. Like I've got Saquon, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, and then Zeke. Connor. You got
So
Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift.
yeah,
Javonte Williams is different, but he's not. He's not. You got him higher than me, but like we're not that far off. Like I feel like you said, Matt, these players don't have as much questions to them. Like this range here, you got one of these guys, you're gonna be playing them.
hmm.
We're in agreement about James Conner. Got him next. Then I have Javonte Williams, Fournette. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to put Fournette on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I just forgot.
kind of low on
It's not
Fournette
that
here.
no just not leaving him off my rankings. I actually just forgot to put his name on here. I would put him after Javonte, I think, or probably after James Conner, maybe.
I think he's going against the Cowboys,
Yeah, he's fine.
which I think,
Cowboys defense is okay.
yeah, solid.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know. I've been kind of getting nervous about Josh Jacobs.
you
Like,
getting nervous? I'm not
yeah,
at all.
well, just know, like, out of nowhere, it's like people are talking about this Zamir guy just going to be taken over eventually.
That's everyone. Everyone everyone hates Josh Jacobs for some reason,
I don't know what
and
he's
I don't
done.
see it. I don't see it. I really don't see it. I'm not worried about Josh Jacobs. I'm the dude that has him in both our leagues, so I can't be worried about Josh Jacobs. He's had 3 consecutive like solid seasons of almost 10 touchdowns each year. I'm not buying into the news stories of Zamir White taking this man's job.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'm just
I don't
getting
know.
scared. I wasn't scared before, but now I'm getting scared.
I'm not scared. We'll talk about it next week. How scared I am to have him in Dynasty. So I've got Josh Jacobs higher than Connor. We've got Elijah Mitchell, Travis Etienne, Cam Akers. You've got Zeke Etienne, Antonio Gibson, Jacobs, Elijah Mitchell. So like we're in the same range. We just have them like shifted by like 1 or 2 spots on most of these guys.
Mhm.
Do we want to hop over to ESPN and see what they're kind of saying, and see
Yeah,
if we want to? Let's do that quick, and see if
let's
there's
go.
anyone that's like, real sticking out to us. Okay, so
I don't know what they're
I'm
talking about. I feel like Derrick Henry's got to be number one for
Yeah.
this week.
I agree. I'm in agreement, but
I guess it's not, PPR, but like if Derrick Henry is
Yeah.
just running all over the field, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he doesn't catch one pass if he's getting 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
it doesn't matter. I
High on Fournette. That sticks out to
They're
me.
Mm,
very high on Fournette. They've been high. I've noticed in their rankings they've been high on Fournette. I think Fournette over Najee Harris and DeAndre Swift is like that's too much for me.
Yeah,
That's like hit the panic button. Like this is too much.
I
And
that's a
it's
that's a
weird
red
because like
flag to me.
they're like in such agreement all the time. You notice their rankings like no one. I swear, like one dude from ESPN sets his rankings, and every other person looks at their rankings and goes, "Okay, all right, I got to go within like two of this dude. I have to. I just have to, or ESPN's gonna fire me because they're always like so close."
Yeah, I can see that. Except Dopp ranking Joe Mixon number 10. I mean, that's a little bit.
Respect,
Yeah.
respect.
I agree with Dopp. um,
Dobbs super high on James Conner too. Uh,
oh yeah.
I think James Conner's a little high to go over like Saquon and Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb.
mm.
I
Connor,
mean, yeah. Or yeah, go ahead, Connor. You have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty high on James Conner. Um, I don't know where I listed him, but um,
We could go
I guess
back
I
real
guess I
quick.
listed pretty low. Um, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
like that offense and that he's like very much the main back. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
against Kansas City, I don't know. Maybe they'll be airing it out a little more, but
Yeah. I didn't even notice. I think these rankings are extremely low on Aaron Jones.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, would you
mm,
guys really play James Conner over Aaron Jones? Because I would go Aaron Jones.
I would go Aaron Jones over Saquon, Connor. Not, yeah, I would go over Swift. Definitely over Fournette. I'd probably put him, I put Aaron Jones like right after Najee Harris.
mm.
I think I agree with you honestly.
I don't know why they're so low on him. This is going to be a high scoring game.
Maybe they're scared of AJ Dillon.
I'm not.
You know,
It's just going to make the two of them better. But yeah,
Chubb's Chubb's kind of low for me, but
Yeah,
no Deshaun Watson.
yeah,
yeah. Everyone's hating Chubb.
Everybody hates Chubb.
unjustly.
I don't. I'm not worried about Chubb.
Nah. Give me Chubb over Javante Williams.
I'm completely agree.
for
I
this
think
week.
Javonte Williams could have I think a good week though against the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was talking to Connor about this. I'm the only thing that worries me with like Javonte Williams is a good player. We've already seen it. Like he is a good player. I'm just scared of Melvin Gordon like vulturing touchdowns. I don't know if they're gonna decrease his role this year, but if they don't, like he's gonna steal a lot of touchdowns, which is what we saw last year.
Yeah, I think his role will definitely be decreased, but he's still he
I
still
think it
definitely
will
can
be.
vulture those touchdowns. If they're at the 1 yard line, they're probably going to give it to Melvin Gordon.
Yeah. Um. Another reaction I have from this list is I think Zeke's a little low. I mean, the Buccaneers is a good defense though. I'd probably shift him up like a couple spots.
Definitely over Gibson. I'm not that
Yeah, like
high on Gibson.
I'd put him over Antonio Gibson.
Mhm.
Etienne is questionable, but I think I would.
I think ETN
I
is
don't.
just a risky option. If you have ETN and
Yeah,
Ezekiel Elliott, I think I would start Elliott over ETN, just because I
I
don't
would
know what's
too.
really gonna like if James Robinson is playing this week. I don't know how that backfield's really gonna look.
Fear of the unknown.
Yeah,
I think I'd start him over Elijah Mitchell.
I don't know if
That's where
Elijah's
it's questionable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah
I
if
questionable.
if
like.
Elijah if Elijah's healthy, then I mean I think that he could have a really good week. I
Yeah,
think he could have a
Yeah,
top 10 week.
good matchup.
I like the matchup so much more
Yeah.
than against the Buccaneers, but anybody else like standing out? Brees Hall is real low.
Yeah, I mean he's a rookie. I think they're gonna be like slowly give him more work as the season goes on. Because I think right now it's expected that Michael Carter and Breece Hall are gonna have kind of like a split backfield to start.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I was kind of surprised by like Brees Hall has been drafted to see these rankings. Brees
Yeah,
Hall,
yeah.
like that's
People spent like a high draft pick for this guy. They might be a little worried to see him this far down in the
yeah.
rankings. Like Rashad Penny is getting selected in like what the 8th round, the ninth round
The
maybe, and Brees Hall was selected in like the 4th round consistently.
ADP does not align with ESPN's Week One rankings. ESPN's ESPN's pre-draft rankings don't correlate to their Week One rankings. They're like
No.
draft Brees Hall high. He's the 26th running back this week. Gotcha. Like what?
They bamboozled everybody.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, ESPN ADP is kind of whack, to be honest. Because I saw ESPN, Travis Kelsey, you could like get him in the 2nd or 3rd round in like ESPN drafts.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. It must be like the way that ESPN is kind of like promoting these players in the drafts, but yeah. Um, Trying to see if they're. I mean, it's interesting. They like Ramondre Stevenson more than Damien Harris, though I thought Damien Harris was going to be the starter.
That New England backfield was so confusing. I saw a
Yeah,
report that was like Ramondre Stevenson is going to get most of the carries. It's like Damien Harris is the starting running back, and I'm like, oh
yeah, it's a
no,
confusing
I don't
backfield.
know.
I'd rather start Damian Pierce than those two because you know he's going
I
to be
would
the
too.
starter.
I think he's too low on this list. I think he's too low. I know. Well, maybe he's going against the Colts, and that's a really rough matchup.
Yeah,
But I feel like I would rather start Damian Pierce than like Kareem Hunt.
yeah,
I think I'd take the 20 carries or whatever they're going to give him. But it's the Colts. So. Anyone else sticking out to anybody?
I mean, Cordell Patterson's really low, but I like agree with that. I don't know. I'm an old man hater, so
Yeah. There's a
Never
lot of
really fall
questions
off.
there.
yeah.
How much he's going to be used as a pass catcher.
Yeah. I want to personally. I don't know what this isn't a hot tamale take. This is I want to personally attack sleeper, ESPN, fantasy pro, all of you that do your pre-draft rankings and ADPs. I want to personally attack all of you because I'm looking at this list. You've got Tony Pollard, 37, and you're telling people to draft him 7th, 8th, 9th round, 10th round. You doing that cost me my handcuff in you people doing that cost me my handcuff for Ezekiel because some dude was auto drafting and in the 7th round he's drafting Tony Pollard and now you got him at 37th for running back. Why are you doing this to me?
Hey, it's all long-term outlook.
I guess.
Like,
but it was very frustrating.
Yeah, because you know if Zeke's going down, Pollard's a top 10 running back potentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why he's going that high, I feel like.
It just,
AJ Dillon, though, I feel like he's got standalone value.
I agree.
I mean, same with Tony Pollard, but more so AJ Dillon, I feel like.
More so AJ Dillon, I think. But yeah, AJ Dillon's pretty low on this list. Like, I'd rather play AJ Dillon than Singletary, Cordero Patterson, Damian Harris, Chase Edmonds. Dobbins is kind of questionable. I'd probably play Dobbins. Or Mondre Stevenson. I feel like I'd rather play AJ Dillon right now. And that's probably where it was top for me.
For this week, I'm honestly staying away from J.K. Dobbins.
You want to see it?
He's still kind of hurt, and I don't think they're gonna give him that much of a workload coming back. I think they're gonna ease him in.
So would you play Dillon over Dobbins?
I would.
If you had both in your roster?
Yeah, absolutely. I would start Mike Davis over J.K. Dobbins, which is his backup, because I think he's gonna get the bulk of the workload for the first game.
Didn't they sign Kenyon Drake?
I think they did. Yeah.
I think they did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still expecting Mike Davis to be the main backup there.
I would think so. Should we just shift? Should we just do ESPN rankings? I kind of like seeing it like this. I feel like our rankings are pretty close to theirs, and we can just kind of talk about if people are going up or down.
Yeah,
I'm good to move on to receivers if you guys are.
Yep.
Gotta pause this video. All right, there we go.
All right.
Is Cooper Kupp gonna continue his tear?
Yeah, I'm liking Justin Jefferson more. Cooper Kupp.
I am too. Against it's Bills or Packers. Like I don't know. I'd rather take Jefferson. Jamar Chase might be my number one though. Over everybody. Steelers.
Yeah, honestly, maybe Deebo Samuel.
I like Deebo Samuel a lot.
Yeah.
I'm so mad I didn't come out of any drafts with Deebo Samuel because I wanted him so bad.
Yeah. I think I would have Justin Jefferson as the number one, to be honest. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it's Justin Jefferson. So, Dopp agrees with us, or me at least.
Can't go wrong. No one agrees with me with Jamar Chase as one, but I'll put Chase, then Jefferson, and then probably Kupp. You have any of these guys, you're starting them. There's no questions here.
Oh, yeah.
Our analysis this high shouldn't matter
no.
to any of you.
but like down here it should matter.
Yeah, it should matter. I'm so excited for week 1 because we're gonna get such a clear like these rankings are gonna change. Maybe not drastically, but maybe like on some guys, just seeing what we're getting. Everything looks pretty standard here.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Diggs, Debo, Tyreek, Hill. Any of those
I'm
dudes starting? Anyone you're, I don't know, worried about or anything?
I'm not really worried about anyone, but I just want to say that like after this week, I think we're gonna see some drastic movement in some rankings. Um,
I
I
think
don't
so
know.
too.
It just seems like there's so many question marks this season, and like you said, I think the picture's gonna get a bit clearer after week 1.
Yeah, I agree. They've got Pittman high, like real high, and we've all come to consensus. We like Michael Pittman, but do we like Michael Pittman over Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, and AJ Brown?
I like him over Mike Evans potentially for this week.
Okay.
I'm not Keenan Allen though.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I put him over Keenan Allen.
Everybody else, like, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
Go Birds. I put AJ Brown above Michael Pittman and Mike Evans. Honestly, I'll be Mike Evans. I would put Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, and Brown over Pittman, but then probably Pittman over Deontay Johnson for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Mike Evans over Pittman. Uh, Everyone else, Keenan Allen below, AJ Brown below. So I just like Mike Evans this week. Um, we don't know what Chris Godwin will be like, and Julio. I think Tom might lean on Mike Evans.
Yeah.
See it.
Um, Mike Williams over Jalen Waddle. It's a little interesting.
Listen, I would do Waddle. I'd do Waddle over Mike Williams for sure.
I mean, I might do Mike Williams, I guess, just because of the matchup.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a better matchup for sure. I don't know why I don't know why I trust Waddle more. I don't know.
I mean, Waddle definitely would get more of a volume this season than Mike Williams, I think.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I hate Patriot matchups.
Patriots have a good defense.
Yeah, they just know what
Uh,
everyone's doing.
Amon-Ra St. Brown at 21. Interesting he's over like Courtland Sutton and like DK Godwin.
Yeah, it's a toss up. I think I would start Sutton over Judy and Brown.
Hmm.
I will too.
I'm
See,
definitely
like
higher on Sutton than Judy.
this is what I'm saying. Like when we were when we were doing our mock draft and stuff, I avoided Sutton and Judy. I know, like I forget, like in some of our like actual drafts, you guys got like one of you got Sutton, I think, or both of you got Sutton in 2 different drafts.
I
Um,
I think I got Sutton in one of the drafts.
it's just like it's so confusing because like I see reports that's like Sutton's the guy, but then you look at like here's this ESPN ranking that's saying, oh, we ranked Judy over Sutton. We have them right next to each other. Like it's that's the unknown, the ambiguity right now. Like they don't really know how to rank these guys until we see it.
Yeah,
Just taking a shot.
whoever this person is pretty confident that Judy's going to be better. That's a big gap between the two. Who is that? Clay. Yeah, I don't.
And the
I mean,
last
it's
person
definitely
there.
the last person.
I think the other person had
Oh
20.
man,
Oh wow, there's
why?
a lot more.
Yeah, there is a lot more. Why can't I just expand this whole thing so I can see all the stuff at once? It's kind of annoying. Um, yeah, Chris Godwin, I feel like is a risky pick for this week too.
Yes, sir. Apparently, he shed his. I saw he shed his like knee brace or whatever he was using in practice. Like he's just practicing with like no assistive uh, equipment whatsoever. So that's an encouraging sign.
Yeah. I would rather take a healthy Darno Mooney rather than a injured Chris Godwin just for week one, even though the matchup kind of stinks.
I'd roll the dice and give me that injured Chris Godwin. Roll him out there.
Yeah, I think
That's
Darnell might be a safer pick, but like
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Godwin could pay off if he does return to form week one.
Down here, I really like Michael Thomas going against the Falcons. He's got that Q, but I'm not surprised. Um, they've been talking for like weeks that he's been looking real good. He had the slight hamstring issue, but they've kind of said like they're not concerned he's going to be playing this week. So I really like that Falcons matchup for him. I think he could far exceed 27th receiver.
Yeah, I'm nervous on Michael Thomas. I don't know what's gonna happen there. How that receiving core is gonna shape.
Especially with
Uh,
Chris Olave there now. Like I don't think Michael Thomas is gonna be like the crazy volume guy
yeah,
like he was.
and
Mhm.
Jarvis Landry there too.
Yeah. Michael Thomas might be like semi touchdown dependent. Like it'll be interesting after for week 1, 2, 3 to kind of see how they utilize him coming back as like is he their true number one receiver or are we more of a leaning towards a split with him and Chris Olave now? Like be interesting.
Yeah, I mean the man hasn't played in years, so like it's an obvious risky pick, I
Yeah,
think.
for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
But if
Well,
you
Michael
want to take that
Thomas,
risk,
Godwin are both risky, and then taking a shot of Sutton or Judy is risky. We're in the risk territory.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I think Juju might be less of a risk. I think he is less of a
Yeah,
risk than Michael Thomas or Chris Godwin.
I think he is.
Mhm.
I think he is. I think Juju's going to be their like number one receiver option, and they utilize Juju and Sky more. I mean, I'm not saying like Juju's going to be like crazy like top 10. I mean, maybe, but I see him getting a good amount of targets, and I can see him being a guy that could drastically move up this receiver rankings
Yeah,
list
absolutely.
as early as week 2 if he has a good game against the Cardinals. Just
I'm
such a good situation.
surprised how low Allen Robinson is. You know,
Also
I
surprised, and Bateman.
and Bateman,
I
yeah.
think Bateman's surprising to me. Robinson, I mean, number two guy, tough matchup. First
This is
game
a tough
with
match.
the new team,
Mhm.
so I can kind of understand that. I would probably have Robinson over Renfro, that's for sure.
Dude, they've got they've got Amari Cooper all the way down here. That
Dude,
is
look what they did to my
so.
boy. They put Alan
I
Lazard down
know.
here. I can't
I
wait.
know.
I can't wait for this year or this week. He's gonna prove some doubters wrong. I can't wait.
It's crazy. It is absolutely insane how low. Like some of these guys are so low.
Yeah, I guess it's a hot tamale take if we're looking at this list, but give me Alan Lazard over over all these guys. 25, 25 and down.
Whew.
Give me Alan Lazard over all these guys
Yeah, I can
for
totally
this
see
week.
that. I can totally see that.
Maybe even over these guys. Well, actually, yeah, maybe even over these guys.
Alan
Like
Lazard, top 20 receiver.
I, I don't think
Tamale,
that's.
but
I don't know. I
oh,
think he's gonna prove
that's
some
a
people wrong.
that's a lukewarm tamale right there. Um, yeah, like I'd rather start Lazard than a good amount of these guys.
Yeah, and honestly, give me Christian Kirk over like Elijah Moore for this week. I mean, they might not. The Jets might not even have their starting quarterback playing that week. So, I mean, Elijah Moore is a good player, but for this week,
It'll be
I,
interesting to see how Christian Kirk does with the Jaguars. I'm very curious to see how they utilize him.
I think he'll definitely get the volume. I don't think he really has much competition. So,
I think Robert Woods is pretty low too.
yeah,
Like,
he is.
yeah, he's pretty low. I think people are really thinking that they're gonna go with like Traylon Burks like, right out the gate, and he'll be like their number one receiver.
Well,
But
where's Traylon Burks?
I don't even see Traylon
He's not
Burks.
even on this
He's
list.
not even ranked.
They're just saying that the Titans are gonna pass the ball at all. That's
I,
what they're saying.
I think so. I can
Against
see
the Giants,
Woods
like,
being
come
a
on,
good play.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Um,
I guess I could see Derrick Henry just rushing for 4 touchdowns and Tannehill throwing for like 5 passes or something like that.
yeah.
So I don't know, dude. Definitely low on Robert Woods.
They're pretty
That
low.
that's a crime. I mean, there's a lot of crimes down here, I think.
I think so too.
Um, MVS, my boy, boom or bust every week. 50-yard touchdown or bust.
So
Like that's basically what he is as a player. So
if you're desperate, you throw it. You throw the dart.
I I would say it's like a 25% chance he gets that 50-yard touchdown. So if you want to take those odds, then go for it. Um,
How come the 49ers hate Brandon Ayuk?
I don't know. I saw something about like his work ethic, but that was like last
Okay,
season.
okay.
Like,
I was just curious
yeah.
because I mean, he's definitely two to Debo, but he's a good player.
Well, I
He had some
remember.
really good highlight plays.
Yeah, I remember before Debo broke out. Um, Brandon was like, people thought he was going to be the top dog there.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
something about him not having the best of work ethic led him to being like not even playing that much last season.
Interesting
And
to see how that shakes out.
yeah, I mean, I think Brandon, great player. I mean, I'd like to
Mhm.
have him on my team. Definitely high upside, I think.
So, Matt, you'd say most criminally underrated player by ESPN is Alan Lazard.
Yes, 100%.
I agree with you. Looking at this list, like just to not have a Packers wide receiver that's playing with Aaron Rodgers, like there's just no Packers receivers whatsoever within the top 38 is crazy.
Yeah,
I
they're
think that's
crazy.
insane.
They're crazy if they think we're not passing the ball at all. We're not a team that runs the ball 3 times and then kicks it. I mean, we're a passing team, and this is going to be a high scoring game. So I don't know why they think that our top receiver can't crack top 20 on this rankings. Not even top 30. Like, come on, man.
Anyone that you see Connor that you think is criminally underrated by ESPN?
I mean, it's got to be Alan Lazard. Um,
Okay, we're in agreement.
yeah, like that's way too low.
I think that's kind of
Yeah.
nuts.
I guess my number two would probably be Robert Woods then.
I think Robert Woods is super low. uh, I think it's funny that Amari Cooper is as low as he is because like ADP wise, they're telling you to draft him above
Yeah.
so many of these players, and then they're like 39. You put him at 39. Like you spent like what a sixth round draft pick to get Amari Cooper, fifth, sixth,
Something
something
like
like
that.
that, and they're like 39. Start Christian Kirk instead.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Start
know.
Hunter
Like
Renfro instead.
the experts don't have the answers.
Some
I
dude out there, but just like, oh, Amari Cooper. I know Amari Cooper. He's a good player. Draft 39. Come on. What are you doing to these people?
I think Bateman's another one that's pretty underrated on this
Yeah,
list.
he is.
Mhm.
He is. He's one that could be a quick riser. Like
Oh
one
yeah.
game, week two, he could be shooting up this board. Alan
Yeah.
Lazard, Bateman, Robert Woods. I think those are my three that could be shooting up.
Yeah. And when Rashad Bateman has his breakout game this week, I'll be looking into some trades that you might want to do for him or wanted to sell high on him. So I'm fully expecting that.
I like that.
Should we move on to
Let's get it.
uh, what position do we need? Tight end?
Right. Tight end, defense, kicker. Kicker. I'm sorry, we can leave it out.
Yeah, we can leave kicker out. I mean,
We don't.
defense too, honestly.
Uh, I'm
Mark Andrews, number one?
actually kind of in agreement with them for Mark Andrews number one, just because
Oh,
of the
yeah. Yeah.
Jets matchup. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Jets were like the juiciest tight end matchup all of last season. Like I can't say it with 100% confidence, but I'm pretty sure the Jets, like, you could, if you were streaming tight end, which is like such a weird thing to do, kind of like, but a lot of people were doing that. You were streaming tight end, people were going from like, all right, who's playing the Jets this week? Who's playing the Jets this week? You know what I mean? Like, and grab that tight end, they might get a touchdown. And like seeing Mark Andrews against the Jets, I like that. So I'm cool with one. I'm cool with one being Andrews.
Yeah, I like that too.
Kelsey's solid too. I gotta look that up. Jets versus. Wait,
I mean, I don't know. If you got these top
yeah, you're
eight
starting.
players, you're gonna be starting them.
Hmm.
Um, After that, it gets a little dicey. I mean, I think I'd rather start Dawson Knox over Ertz and Fryermuth. I don't know how you guys feel about Dawson
I
Knox.
like you. So sorry. Let's say it one more time. You would start Knox over
Over Ertz and
Ertz.
yeah, and Fryermuth.
I wouldn't over Ertz just because I think Ertz could get a lot of volume in that offense. I don't think Dawson Knox will get as much volume as I think Knox has a higher percentage chance getting a touchdown, but I like the safety of Ertz. With no Hopkins, like with no Hopkins for 6 games, I like Ertz over Knox, but I played Knox over Fryermuth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Um, so I had Ertz over uh, Fryermuth and Knox, but Knox over Fryermuth. Um, and I was surprised. I kind of ranked Kittle higher than they have him there. I had him at 3, just because matchup.
I
You
did
know.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think I
had
would
so
agree with
many.
that too. I think I'd rather start Kittle than Pitts, Waller, Schultz.
Mhm.
I agree. It's also, like, Waller's still kind of old. Like, I think he's playing, but I didn't hear anything like super definitive as to if he was going to play or not.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of up in the air with injury and also contract dispute. Um, and then you add um, Adams in the mix, so
Let's
I
see
would have
this.
him at
As of an
4.
hour ago, uh, Darren Waller is set for the opener.
All right.
So
Hmm. Yeah, but going back to the Ertz and Knox discussion, um, I definitely the Cardinals versus the Chiefs. I think that could be a high scoring game. So I think Ertz will have more opportunities to score. But yeah, for me, it's a little bit of a toss up. Uh, and then you get to down here.
then you get to down there. Then you get to down there. Sleeper tight end, Robert Tunyon. Super
Dude,
solid season
they're
2
not
seasons
ranking
ago.
like they're not ranking any Packers receiver high. They're just not gonna do anything. They're not gonna pass the ball.
Yeah, I
Ugh,
don't,
ugh.
someone's gonna blow.
Someone has
Someone,
to catch it.
99%. Someone on the Green Bay Packers is shooting up one of these lists. Like after
Yeah,
this week, like for
yeah,
sure. They're
absolutely.
just not confidently like saying who. Uh,
But that's that's what I don't get. Is like so they're not confident on who's gonna be the main person for the Packers, main receiver, but they're not
to,
certain who's gonna be the main guy for the Broncos. Yet they
yeah,
have Judy and Sutton ranked so in like the top 30.
yes, both of them, both of them.
That yeah. So like I think that's a little hypocritical there, ESPN.
I don't think ESPN's given us a sponsorship. I've called them out, and you've called them out.
Yeah, you know I don't think I want their sponsorship. Give me like did the sleeper have rankings? Should we hop over
Uh,
to their rankings?
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
kind of like so passionately disagreeing with ESPN.
no, these are the experts. These are the experts we're trying to warn you guys about.
These are the
So
experts. And outside the top, like 11 tight ends, gets real questionable.
Mhm.
Real questionable. Cole Kmet could be a kind of a sleeper this season. Hunter
I
Henry.
like
I like Hunter Henry.
yeah, I like Cole Kmet. Maybe not this week, but in general.
Uh,
Mhm.
I think Irv Smith could be a sleeper tight end for this season. He was hurt
I love,
most of last year, I think, but
yeah.
he's an athletic tight end.
I love how, like, Njoku was, like, franchise tagged by the Browns. I think last year, maybe it was for this year. But I feel like they don't really use him, right? Maybe he's more of a blocker, but, like, he doesn't get, like, a ton of yards or, like, touchdowns.
Yeah, I always hear
He's
good
so
things
athletic.
about yeah, I always hear good things about Njoku, but like it never they never use him, I feel like.
A
Maybe that'll
first round
change.
tight end. I mean, I hope so. He's never had more than 4 touchdowns in a season.
Mhm.
His best year was 639 yards in 2018. It's interesting to me they franchise tagged him.
Yeah.
So kind of sleeper, but
Yeah. In
I
all
don't
on
necessarily believe in it
yeah. In all honesty,
happening.
a sleeper for this week that I kind of believe in, that I would take over a lot of these guys here, up up to Dawson Knox, Austin Hooper.
Interesting.
I
Austin Hooper.
Hmm.
I think the Titans tight ends have performed pretty well with Tannehill, and I like the matchup with the Giants. I think that's could definitely be a sleeper for this week.
Hey, that's a good point actually. The Titans have had pretty decent tight ends with Tannehill.
Yeah, and with AJ Brown gone, I mean Robert Woods should be the top receiving option there, but I think Austin Hooper could also be a pretty reliable receiving option for Tannehill.
Yeah, I like that sleeper. I like that.
Hmm. Seems like they're pretty low on Hayden Hurst. And I think I'd put him up, you know, maybe after Irv Smith. Because, like, just good offense, with Cincinnati going against Pittsburgh.
Could get a touchdown, a rare touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, just opportunities there. Um, when there's a lot of guys, uh, how many are going to get to the red zone as much as him?
Yeah, I have a feeling he might be more red zone dependent because there are a lot of guys with Higgins and Chase and Tyler Boyd. Um, but I mean, yeah, you could say the same for Irv Smith when you got Thielen and Justin Jefferson,
Mm,
Rager maybe.
Interesting to see how they use him, or if they use him.
Yeah,
I would assume they use him. I mean, they gave up draft picks. Yeah. Should we peek at defenses? See if anything's like crazy.
yeah, we could take a peek.
Defense is so like matchup oriented that I feel like we're gonna agree with them.
Yeah, yeah, I do like that matchup for the 49ers.
I mean, I feel like I just am agreeing with what they're saying.
Yeah, maybe not the Bengals. I don't know. I think Steelers might. I have a hot sauce challenge relying on this
Yeah,
game. So
I think Eagles do real nice against the Lions.
yeah,
Go Birds. Um,
yeah, pretty much in agreement. I mean, maybe Patriots as a sleeper defense. I don't know.
I was just gonna say maybe Patriots like move up a bit.
Even Buccaneers as a sleeper defense. I mean, I know
Yeah,
Dallas has a pretty good offense, but
Buccaneers
sometimes
have
Buccaneers can just be like overwhelming.
yeah, like the Buccaneers have kind of proven that they can kind of be a matchup independent defense at times. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers defense puts up like 10 points on Cowboys.
Right.
I
Yeah.
could see it. Not the best matchup, but yeah, I'm cool with this. I don't have any like hot takes really.
I mean, I probably stay clear of Giants defense.
I
Uh,
kind of would.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think Titans might beat up on them.
I was gonna say I'd probably do like Patriots or Buccaneers even over the Giants defense.
Yeah.
Even the Dolphins defense, I'm a little. Like, the Patriots aren't like the best offensive team.
No. Yeah. You could
I don't
definitely
know.
make a point for them.
Yeah,
It's interesting how high the Bills defense is going against the Rams.
yeah,
Don't
It
see
is
the Rams
interesting.
at all though,
yeah. Right.
because the
Like that
Rams
could
are a
be
good
a
defense
pretty
too.
That is
But
interesting. Yeah.
exactly. Could be a defensive game there, or it could be a super offensive game. I don't know.
yeah,
You go
no
either way
idea
with
what's
good
going on in
defenses
that
and good
game.
offenses.
Yeah. But I
I
mean, you.
have the Bills defense in the one in my in the one league, and I'm gonna play them.
I was gonna
I don't
say.
really I don't want to drop someone to get a better like matchup. I could see the Bills just having a good defensive game and the Rams having a good defensive game. It's kind of a toss up.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I feel like the Bills could be like the matchups don't really matter too much,
Hmm.
but I don't know. We'll have to see him play to truly determine. But they definitely could be one of those just like set them and forget them uh, kind of teams.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. I mean, I don't think we have to go over a kick. That's fine. You got your kicker. If it's Justin Tucker, you're happy.
Yep.
So you play your kicker. You ride and you roll with it.
Basically, you're
Uh,
looking for like either high-powered offense or like an offense that can like almost make it to the end zone, but like
but
are
not
pretty
quite.
trash at scoring. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Hmm.
basically what you want to look for. Yeah.
I'm sure we're right at 40 minutes.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Definitely.
quickly, I'll do it. Do it quick. Give me one player uh, from each of our leagues that you guys are just like so happy you landed.
Oh man.
Hmm. Bring up my roster.
And it doesn't have to be like your first round pick, Be someone you snag a little later, someone that was on your wish list that you just scooped up.
Yeah. I mean, I've been beating the Alan Lazard and Rashad Bateman drum a lot. Um, and in our main league, I got Bateman and Lazard, so I'm very happy about that.
You know? I'm and I said it doesn't have to be the first round pick, but I'm so happy I got Derrick Henry in our one league. That was the easiest draft pick I've ever made in my entire life. And in the other league, looking at our dynasty league, of course Justin Jefferson, of course. But that's coming from me who had pick 2 and 3. So like if I were to go down a little bit further, um, super happy I landed. Um, you know, it might not work. It might not turn out as well as I think it might, but I'm really happy I got Tyreek Hill in our main league. I like me some Tyreek Hill.
Hmm. In our regular league, I would say, I mean, this is pretty late, but Michael Gallup, um,
That's a good.
which, if everything turns out the way I want it to, like, that's a starting receiver in the second to last round.
Yeah,
Um,
that could be nice.
yeah. And then in the other one, uh, Probably Michael Pittman. Like I just believe in him so much. I was so glad he fell to me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know
Honestly.
I know you had the opportunity,
Oh
but
yeah, I had the in this dynasty league I had the opportunity to either get Deontay Johnson or Michael Pittman, and my love of Deontay Johnson was just too much. I really wanted to do Pittman. I think he would have been a better dynasty pick, but I wanted Deontay Johnson on my team. So
mm,
To
definitely
be the one that haunts you.
in a couple years it might be one that definitely haunts me after Deontay Johnson becomes like the next Antonio Brown or something, where not the good version of the Antonio Brown, but the diva version. But yeah, I mean, in the dynasty league, I'm pretty happy. Like I don't think I'm winning this year at all, but I'm pretty happy with getting Kyle Pitts in the second round.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a really good pick.
like if he is just going to be like one of the best tight ends in the history of the league, then I'm really happy I got that on my team. So future's looking good for me, but right now, not so much. I passed up on a player like Dalvin Cook. So
It's
that's
dynasty.
it's dynasty, man.
It's dynasty.
But yeah, I feel like for future episodes, we'll definitely have like more of a set structure for what we're doing. Um, I'm just ready to watch some football.
Absolutely. Enjoy Thursday night football this week, everyone. Just enjoy it. Kick back. That's Disney Plus Day also. Thor's coming. Disney Plus. Pretty excited about that. But we're gonna put off Thor. Thor's coming in Plus that day. We're gonna put off Thor. Watch Thursday night football, of course. Did we lose Connor?
might not.
Oh no, he's here.
Oh, okay. I just
It's
didn't see
probably
the video.
just sitting still for a while.
I I don't have anything else to add for this episode. I don't think we'll talk about our waiver wire next week for sure, and just
Hmm.
our reaction to the games and everything, and go over our rankings again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week will be fun. A lot of exciting things, a lot of changes. Getting the first look
Mm-hmm.
at the season, who's stepping up and who, sliding down. But
Yep,
cover that all next week.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't miss it.
that's right.
All right. So
All right.
yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. Thank you for watching. This has been the Lakeside Fantasy Podcast, where we don't have the answers, but neither do the experts. Did I say that backwards?
ESPN.
Did I say that backwards?
I think you got it. I think you got it. I think you got it. I think you got it.
Yeah, that was right.
Come on back for some hot sauce too next week. We're gonna be
Yes.
watching that Bengals
Um,
Steelers game.
I'm not sweating at all. That's how confident I am. Bengals are gonna get whooped. All right. So, see you guys.
See ya. Have a good week, everybody.